Howdy Ho, YouTube. Jon-Luke Vgc here, with my voice more back than it was last time, so I'm pretty happy about that. Today, I will be using a team that my friend Mr. Curtastic made, featuring probably my favorite restricted choice on my favorite archetype for sure, Zamazenta Balance. So why do I want to use this team today? Well, I have been testing many different teams with many different restricteds in order to figure out what I want to use for Atlanta, and I would like to just go back to a little bit of a comfort pick. And so he posted this in our Discord. I went, wow, I know how to use these Pokemon. And I was like, let's go ahead and do this. So let's take a quick look at the team. We have Zamazenta, Terra Dragon, Rusted Shield, Dauntless Shield with Body Press, Heavy Slam, Wide Guard, and Protect. Absolutely nothing uncommon here. Super standard set for an attack, for special defense, max speed. So you always outspeed Ogerpon, which I do think is pretty important. 188 defense, Impish, and then you just dump the rest in HP. There's a couple of different markers you can hit for your defense on Zamazenta, but you're gonna hit that, and then whatever's left, you're just gonna dump into HP, so you have a little bit of bulk on you. We have the partner and the star of the show, hopefully, Iron Valiant, Terra Ghost, Booster Energy, Quark Drive with Moonblast, Icy Wind, Coaching, and Encore. We've seen Coaching pretty much drop out of the meta. I think utilizing an entire move just to get those boosts on a Pokemon with a meta that is this fast-paced and volatile just doesn't work quite as well as it used to. I'm hoping I can get it off a couple of times, but I am a little worried that basically Coaching and Iron Valiant have become obsolete as the meta has become more and more hyper-offensive. We have Focus Sash, Urshifu, Super Standard, Terra Stellar, Unseed Fist with Surging Strikes, Aqua Jet, Close Combat, and Detect, Max Attack, Max Speed, Adamant. Yep, this is super standard Urshifu. I lately have been testing Urshifus with a slightly different EV spread, actually Jolly Urshifu, which I have things I like, things I don't like about it, but I'm excited to kind of go back to the standard right here. We have Life Orb, Terra Fairy, Photosynthesis, Raging Bolt with Protect, Thunderbolt, Dragon Pulse, and Thunderclap. Pretty standard set as well. A lot of HP, a lot of special attack. This is maybe a little bit of an older spread. We are actually seeing a lot of bolts run more speed than this. I think 76 hits you to 105, which is pretty important. Or some people just go buku crazy, go max speed. So this slow of a Raging Bolt you would actually normally see with an Assault Vest, but as you'll see in a little bit, the Assault Vest is taken. So I am a little interested to see how well this spread works out the gate before I've tested it. So I could totally change my mind on this. I do wish it maybe had just a tiny bit more speed in it. We have Incineroar, Terra Ghost, Safety Goggles, Intimidate with Knockoff, Flare Blitz, Parting Shot, and Fake Out. Absolutely common set. 188 Impish survives the Surging Strikes from Max Attack, Adamant, Urshifu. 244 HP also does that. And then 4-4, and then you just dump the rest in special defense. This is almost the exact same Incineroar spread that I use. In fact, it is the exact same Incineroar spread that I use. This is the most common, super standard spread. If you're like, I don't know what spread to use for Incineroar, this is the one. Start here, go from there. And then last but not least, we have Rillaboom, Terrifier, Assault Vest, Grassy Surge with Fake Out, Woodhammer, U-Turn, and Grassy Glide. You'll also notice the huge investment in a couple of bulks. This is to survive a Helping Hand boosted Draco Meteor from Specs Miraidon. I actually think you can go with a little less special defense than this and still hit that mark. I think you only need to hit like 110 special defense to survive that, but it's totally fine. I do prefer my Rillabooms a little more offensive. I tend to hit the 116 bump in attack, but 36 out of it is still good. I am just interested to see how well I can play with that. So how do you utilize the team? I mean, it's a standard balance team, so you're usually going to lead like Zamazenta plus friends. So Zamazenta Iron, Valiant, if you want to start with Coaching. I'll lead like Incin, Rilla, if I need a Fake Out lead, something like that. Plenty of options. The team is really flexible. That's the point of balance. The balance's point is that it doesn't have set leads. You can adjust what you need depending on the team that you see in front of you. This is one of the things I really, really enjoy about the archetype. So there aren't super set leads, just pick ones that you're comfortable with, and do you think that would answer their leads really well. Past that, you just play. You pivot a lot. If you're like, when in doubt, press a pivot move is kind of my thoughts. But yeah, I don't think there's actually much more to say about the team, so we're going to cut this one a little bit early. Thank you, Mr. Curtastic, for making and sharing this team. I'm really excited to try it out today. And thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. Let's go ahead and hop into the battles. All right, well, someone is cooking. We have Miraidon, Armarouge, Wochen, Urshifu, Lando, and Scizor. I mean, Iron Valiant is going to be pretty fast. 16 hits it at... I don't know how fast Lando is. We'll see based on... this. I think I can lead Urshifu Rillaboom. I don't really want to lead Incineroar, but Urshifu does really well into a lot of stuff. Obviously, I want Zamazenta in the back. My question is do I want Valiant? Or do I want... I think I want Raging Bolt. I'll do this. I have everything I need. Nope. And you get a paste and they're all level 100. This does not help me. Yeah. Okay. Nice. So I'm offering a lot of pressure right now. Armarouge is how fast? They don't have Psychic Train, right? Yeah, so I think a double into this slot's pretty safe. I'm just gonna double out. Armarouge is pretty slow. Yeah, only base 75 speed. That's fine. Yeah. He comes in. Chen, that's fine. This U-turn's gonna do quite a bit. Okay. There's a lot. That might be choice banded, actually. How much? Where do they go into? Armarouge, maybe? I think that's choice band damage, actually. Yep, that's fine. Are you Rocky Helmet? No, okay. Well, this is going to be a quad effective U-turn. Yep, nice. Did a ton of damage there. Okay, I guess do I want to go Zamazenta or do I want to go Raging Bolts? I'm gonna go Raging Bolt. I'm swapping Rilla into this slot for sure. Well, actually, I still have my Sash intact, right? So we know all four that they have. I'm actually cool to Surging Strikes here. And Protect. Nice. So now I know that they're locked into that. And Wo-Chen goes down. So who comes in? Armourouge, nice. Okay, so I'm 149. I mean, I'm max speed adamant. Can Armourouge be faster than me? Like, even if it's, let's just say it's max speed timid, right? No. But it could be Terra Grass. So I think I want a Surging Strikes. And Dragon Pulse. I'm going to double this slot. Okay. That's fine, and my stash stays intact. I expected they might Terra Grass. So there's a nice chunk. I'm gonna pick up the KO, nice. Okay. So now it's pretty safe to assume that they are specs, right? A Trick Room doesn't really help them here because I'm slower. So I'm just going to double detect. I'm just going to double protect to scout for what this locks into. Yep. That's what I want to do. Hang on, I've got... Who's here? D-Gleam? Yep, that's about what I anticipated. Heat Wave, nice. Okay. So I don't particularly feel a need for anything to come in here. So... I'm actually tempted to Aqua Jet, Terra, Thunderclap, because I'm going to keep terrain boosting my Thunderclap, so I think the double up will KO. Nice, I did a nice chunk. And that picks up, cool. So now you're locked into D-Gleam. I'm not AV, so I don't know how well I'm going to take this, but... yeah, not amazingly. Electricity disappeared from the battlefield, that's fine. I want to go into Rillaboom here. Because, I mean, if I can get through this battle without even using my Zamazenta, that's pretty good. This place was not low ranked either, like 1600, so like solid. Take out in Thunderbolt. Yeah, and battle was canceled, so there's specs. Good game to my opponent. Yeah, team is cool. Trainer card's good. Everything was nice, but Yeah, the sash on Urshifu there was huge. Hang on. I thought I was more in the middle this whole time. I'm so sorry. But there we go. The sash on Urshifu was huge because I felt a lot more willing to just stay in when I thought, like, a couple... They're relatively either ranked, like, 1600. So, first of all, I was like, oh, they think I'm going to swap out of this Urshifu to get it safe. No. I have a sash. I can take one hit for sure. So, I was like, my ability to, like, safely stay in and kind of cover for stuff was pretty good. I could have made a harder read in that second turn, but that was okay. I got rid of Wu Qian, which was pretty nice, but I could have maybe predicted a double swap out or something like that. But my assumption was they would have just gone for a Pollen Puff, something akin to that. So I still think actually my play was the best because it saved my Urshifu. And then from there, they were kind of cooked. Yeah, the turn that they went into... So the turn they swapped Armarouge out into Urshifu, I could have maybe went for Surging Strikes plus Thunderbolt. But my thinking there was that I didn't want them to Terra Grass the Armarouge and then have two not very effective moves. So my ability to double... I basically wanted to make sure that I could KO it in some capacity. So that was kind of my thing. So there. All in all, really good game to my opponent. Really cool team. Glad to start the video off with that one. Let us... I didn't even bring Zam into that one, so a little delayed suspense, but let's do another one. All right, Jonas is rocking Tailroom with Lunala, Urshifu, Indeedee, Torn, the Mushroom, and the Bear. This Valiant does not have Wide Guard. It is Encore Disable. Instin's pretty good here. I want Rillaboom, but I don't think I want to lead it. I can pin Lunala turn 1 pretty well, I think, if I lead, like, Incin Zamazenta. Rillaboom and Urshifu. What I want to do. With the Wide Guard is pretty useful. Yeah. This good. This is probably faster Lunala. So I'm actually not tempted to, yep. This is going to be Meteor Beam, for sure. Cool, not Rocky Helmet, which is nice. So I can just go into Rilla. And Body Press into Indeedee. My anticipation that this is a Power or Meteor Beam. Yep. Trick Room. Nice. This is pretty slow Rilla, which I like. So here then I can U-turn out. And I'm going to double the Indeedee with Heavy Slam. Yep. Nice. Going to Instant. Moongeist Beam. Does a lot, which I don't love. I break the Shadow Shield, which is cool. Probably what, Terra Ghost on Incin? Yeah. They are thinking. Is there just a limit? Okay. But I'm safety goggles. Yay. So I'm going to knock off Lunala for some damage. And I'm going to protect. I do have Flare Blitz, right? Yeah, okay. So I can go after... I thought I recognized that name. Maybe I should have gone after the... Yeah, I thought they might try to Spore. Nice. Cool. So this is really good. Okay. So it looks like even if they Pollen Puff up the Lunala, I knock it out with a knockoff next turn. But I'm going to anticipate that they're going to Pollen Puff. Yeah, so I'm just going to Flare Blitz into that slot and go into Rillaboom. I can just basically ignore this mushroom, yeah. So they should side Pollen Puff here. Terra Water. Whoa. Interesting. That's okay, though. Still do a little damage, which is cool. This means I can body press later. If I survive this... Yes, cool. I want to do this because I don't want to go down to a Pollen Puff. I want to survive the Pollen Puff from... Nice. Huge. Okay. Rest disappears, which is okay. I'm gonna double this. The Terra Water took me by surprise. I should have maybe seen that because that's what they used at Vancouver. I was anticipating Terra Fairy. Yep. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I can still pull this out. So I'm definitely faster. So I just close combat into Lunala. And Heavy Slam. They have another Ghost type in the bag? No. Heavy Slam Amoonguss. That's fine. I was like, this is an Urshifu. This is going to take that Lunala pretty handily. As Urshifu's cracked. They played super well, though. I gotta say. Yeah, I'm very impressed by their play. Okay. And now we have Ursaluna with no Terra. So I just Surging Strikes. There's just... It's not possible for them to win. I Body Press. In case they are a magical thing. Yeah, and that almost does it itself. Yep, good game to buy, opponent. Yeah. The turn where I went for the Flare Bullets into Lunala could have been my undoing. I should have thought about that turn a little bit more. I clicked a little too fast. I should have been more aware that Terra Water was not only possible, but a viable option, especially after Vancouver. So that was... I felt like I had a lot of momentum and control of the battle, basically up until that turn. I made that really big mistake, and then I had to bring it back. So I'm really happy that I could bring it back and kind of show off the strengths of the team. But yeah, that turn in particular was kind of my weakest performance in this match. But so, like, I don't know if that close combat was a roll or what. I figured it would take Lunala's, but physical defense is okay. Not amazing, though. And on these Tailroom teams, you're investing stuff into speed, so you can't invest as much as you want into bulk. Because you still want, like, max special attack. Like that damage is doing. So I thought its physical defense, like, from an Urshifu close combat, couldn't handle that. So I thought I was still safe. And then let's say they went after the Urshifu that turn. I was still fine because I had Sash. I would go to Sash. And then the following turn, I can Body Press into Lunala, Surging Strikes into Ursaluna, and still be totally fine. So I was still in a pretty good position, but yeah, that turn, that could have been a more decisive win if I thought that turn through a little bit more, and not being so fixated on Terra Fairy. So really good game to my opponent. They played super well. It was a cool team. Let's do another one. Wowzers. Okay, Owen, we have Milotic Groudon, Raging Bolt, Indeedee, the Tornadoes. Wide Guard's going to be pretty huge here. Raging Bolt's going to be good enough. I don't like Urshifu. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to rip Terra on Zam pretty immediately, I think, but that's okay. But I can just start ripping up coaching plus boosts, you know? Coaching boosts. And body press everything, I think, pretty safely. Be interesting to see, I don't know. Let's find out together. Oh, someone likes Metacham. Okay, let's see. Iron Mouth Groudon. Okay, that's fine. Speed. Let's get him a little slow. I'm anticipating like a Precipice Blades, but plus a Heat Wave. In case they go for a single target move. Bum 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 bum. And on your Terra. I am interested in that. Terra Fire. Heat Wave, I'm assuming. Yep. First dance. That's cool. Encore and body press. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, nice. Cool. Huge. Psychic Seed, nice. So they are not Rocky Helmet, which is huge. Nice. So I'm coaching here to get the defense boost. You can't follow me that away. Yep. So you're +2 attack, but I'm now +2 defense. It's basically even. So what do you go for? Zamazenta avoids, which is nice in its own right, I guess. Valiant goes down. I'll go Rillaboom. I feel like it's pretty obvious that Groudon is going to protect here. So I'm actually pretty cool with Fake Out and Body Press here. Assuming that Groudon either protect... Because Groudon's like super threatened right now. I mean, everything on the field threatens Groudon. Yep. That's about what I predicted. Volt goes down, which is cool. Winston couldn't move. Yep. Okay, I think a Grassy Glide takes the bolt. What do I have in the back? My own Raging Bolt. Let's do this. Battle was canceled. Good game to my opponent. Good game to my opponents. I still think they had an in there. I think maybe they canceled a little bit too quickly. But, because let's say they would have KO'd me with the Draco Meteor. But they were definitely AV. I don't know. I just don't know their speed, and I don't know if the Body Press KOs Groudon at +2. Really fantastic defense on Groudon. Like, base 120 or 140 or something like that. Like, something insane. So, very well might not have. And then from there, we had a much... I guess I also could have... I don't know, because I'm not going to go for the Wide Guard, because I would anticipate that they would go for the Heat Crash into... that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best play there was without seeing the sets and seeing the Pokemon, but... I would anticipate that Grassy Glide would KO the... Raging Bolt, although it's just only 36 Adamant, so it might not have, but... There was still definitely a game in play there. Cool to see Iron Moth, though. Love seeing Iron Moth, so... Good game to my opponent. Let's do another one. Arubega Miraidon. We have Miraidon, Whimsicott, Ogerpon, Urshifu, Ridgeraff, and Iron Hands. So I found that my best play is to lead you and you into this you and you. The 4 I bring. I had a practice match against Arubega Miraidon. When I tell you it came down to a Aqua Jet crit, like an Aqua Jet KO'd their Miraidon, and it lived on like literally 1. That was one of the most defeating losses I've had in a really, really long time. It was just incredibly upsetting to lose that one from that, what I assumed to be a roll. I was like, I think it takes, it has to, I was like, I can end it now if it takes. Wow, it was monstrously upsetting. Okay. Not often do they do the Whims lead, so my call is do they double the Ursh? I don't think so, really. I think they do, because it's just safe. And Flare Blitz. In case they go for a double attack. For Giraffe? Yep. Volt switch. Nice. My Flare Blitz into Fridge. Who comes in? Iron Hands? Yeah, so they've revealed all 4, which is cool. Does nothing. Wow. I'm gonna get a pivot out here. You can only fake out 1, is effectively what I'm saying. Go back into Rillaboom. I'm assuming it's going to be like a Drain Punch and Trick Room. Yep. Still does a lot. Trick Room. Yep. Go back into Incineroar. I want to get them another Intimidate drop. Okay, who comes in? Please tell me it's Miraidon. Yes, nice. Okay, that's pretty big. So this will now be a -2 Iron Hands and a +1 defense Zamazenta. Yep. How much does this body press do? That low kick does nothing. A lot. I think I body press. And I Flare Blitz in case they Terra. I think the instant swap is so obvious. Beautiful. Wow, okay, amazing turn. I'm assuming they Terra Fairy. Nope. And I live, which is cool. So they're also a slow Miraidon, if they're slower than me. So I hit 180, so most try to hit 181. Okay. But now they're so low. How many more turns of Trick Room are there? 2? I can pretty safely Heavy Slam. And swap into Rillaboom. Maybe I should have thought that play through a bit more. but it's fine. The Farigiraf is kind of the bigger problem here, isn't it? I mean, if I can get rid of the... I mean, at that low of health, if Miraidon comes in any capacity, I'm going to take it. Psychic is fine. Yeah, they tried to take out Incin. Nice. Okay. Real war of attrition here. Who comes out? Miraidon does. I am actually pretty tempted to say that a Wood Hammer does it. Does it not? So I'm gonna protect. No, I just go for it. Body press. Wood Hammer. It's fine. Does it. Cool. Huge. Rillaboom goes down. I was like, I think it does. I think it takes it. Okay. Vista Dimensions return to normal. Okay. So now I double the Farige. Because I can't let another Trick Room get up. I body press it. And I U-turn it. Either one of these will KO it. Battle was canceled. Good game to my opponent. You really, really, really have to consider positioning in those. That's like the largest thing you have to consider in those types of matches. So it's like, who has terrain? I had to really think. Like, it's super balance-oriented, super position-heavy. I had to think basically every single turn. So sorry for being a little quieter in that one, but that was a pretty tough match. Miraidon, Arubega Miraidon, you have to basically get a bunch of calls right, which is kind of the hugest thing. So really, really good game to my opponent. They played super duper well. Let's do one more. Oof. All right. I think I'm going to lose. Volcarona is insanely hard for this. Like, for Zamazenta. So I have to get rid of Volcarona first. So, like, Urshifu, Incin, Zamazenta. I want my own Raging Bolt? Or do I want Rillaboom? Probably Rillaboom. Save my Terra for that. That's going to be my guess. We'll see. Sorry if I'm being sick. I have a scab on my nose and it hurts. All right, Acorn, let's do this. Let's dance. Okay. About what I anticipated. We're just gonna rip it. Doubling into the Volcarona. If I can get rid of that, I can get rid of anything else. The fake out seems super duper obvious here. What do they go for? Terra Grass? That's my guess. Terra Water. No! That's the worst case. That's fine, I live. I'm 188 impish. Yep. So I'm gonna do anything. Are you Rocky Helmet? Dang it. As long as I don't get burned. And there it is. Okay. This isn't too bad then. Rillaboom is threatening a ton right now. Nothing to stop priority. I think you're Scarf, aren't you? I mean, you move faster. That doesn't really mean anything. Could be a speed tie. Let me do this. Nice. Don't burn. Just don't burn and we're okay. Cool. A little bit of something there. That to me says that Urshifu is definitely Scarf, though. Land or us. I'm gonna do this. I think the Terra is super obvious. Slow Lando. Fancier Storm, yep. Which is fine. Gonna U-turn out now. I'm gonna go into Zamazenta. Glacial Lance, yep. Does nigh anything. Okay, we're in a really good shape now. Rillaboom time. Actually, okay, we're doing okay. So here I can fake out And I can Heavy Slam. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to waste my Terra yet. Cool. Nice. And a double up onto the Cali Ice slot should take it. Okay. I think I've got this. One hammer. Terra. Body press. Yep. Got what I anticipated. I just need this double up to pick up the CIR. Which I do think it will with how low it is. Oh, yeah, for sure. Bonk. Cool. Alright, that's GG's then. Yep. So, I mean, how many more turns of grassy terrain are there? That's the question. One. Okay, we should grassy claw. No, I should just wood hammer then. Wood hammer. Body press. GG's. Oh, they forfeited. Either way, good game. Good game to my opponent. You were that close anyways. That's kind of silly, but okay. Yeah, not protecting the CIR there was good. They might not have had it. We've been seeing Protect go away for, like, Imprison a lot. But yeah, I'm glad to get a win against that team. Volcarona is an insane challenge for this team. And the fact that I was able to pull that win out after a pretty disastrous turn one, I was anticipating Terra Grass. So I was like, the burn and the Rocky Helmet damage is worth it if I get this KO. Because Zamazenta can basically handle everything else. And then it was Terra Water, and that was basically worst case scenario. So then I had to make a couple of reads that I just luckily got right, and we ended up taking the victory on that. But yeah, Zamazenta struggles a lot into the Volcarona comps. So really good game to my opponent. Super happy to showcase a match against that team. I'm hungry. So let's do this intro and outro, and then eat some food. So I'll see y'all in the outro. All right, everyone, that is the team. So what are my thoughts? I think Zamazenta feels particularly strong into the meta if you can play it right. I think you have to understand the balance archetype a lot, but if you can win effectively every matchup. This is an archetype I'm incredibly comfortable with. That's not saying anything, but yeah, I just feel very good with it. So if I had to make a couple of tweaks to the team, Iron Valiant just no longer seems to fit a role that it otherwise could. I don't know, it doesn't feel strong enough. I would rather see something like a Flutter Mane there if you want speed control. Utilizing my Terra on Valiant feels bad. I really don't like having to do that. So I think if you want Icy Wind specifically, I think a Flutter Mane would be better, but so you can't coach, and that's the point. So I get why Kurt did that. And then, I don't know, I really feel like Chen Pao would be incredible on this team somewhere. I mean, partnered with Rilla, Instant, Ursh, or Zam, it would go absolutely buku crazy. So if I had to make some suggestions, if you wanted to make this team like even more competitively ready, I would say probably swap Valiant for Flutter Mane and swap Raging Bolt for Chen Pao. And we're really cooking with gas. But otherwise, I think the team is fun. I like the idea of it, and I love Mr. Curtastic, so I'm absolutely happy to feature this team today. Thank you so much, Mr. Curtastic, for making and sharing this team, and thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. I hope you all know that you are appreciated. All right, peace.